Hello, friends. Welcome back to Jazz Creates. I'm Jasmine, and today we are in City Skylines Remastered. I decided to do a scenario just for fun, and so I decided to do this green power scenario. I've tried this scenario multiple times before, and I've never been successful, so I thought it would be kind of fun to try it again, but in the remastered version. So we'll take a look at what this scenario involves. So I decided to name this city Greenbluff, and it says, time to put your city's carbon footprint in check. With this scenario, you must build a city from scratch and make its carbon footprint as small as possible. The losing conditions are if money is less than 100% of the electricity production from polluting sources, and the average ground pollution over 15%. The win conditions are reaching a population over 50,000, an electricity production of 500 megawatts, and 100% of electricity production from renewable resources. So we are going to get started. You can see on the right, we have a lot of resources available for us, and there's a lot of area for building, so, and a lot of connections. So this, seems like it would be a good map to start with. So we'll get started. Okay, the story message says, with the recent advances in energy production using only renewable energy sources is not only viable, but also the only environmentally conscious choice. Make a city that runs only with green power and prove the naysayers wrong. So I'm going to pause the game as we get started and just to kind of see what we've got going on here. So I want to take a look at the natural resources that we have in this first area. It looks like we have a little bit of farmland in this corner. We've got a river flowing right in the middle, and we have this ore available. There's a little bit of forestry on top of this mountain, and that is it. So the wind, we have a lot of options for wind to possibly put down some windmills. And then this is our terrain. And it looks like our water is flowing over this direction. So to the north part of the map. So as usual, we have to make a small section of road to open up some other options. I am just going to do what I normally do, which is start off with some gravel roads. And I want to make sure that I am going to put down our water someplace, and this area right here is actually fairly small for building. I remember it being kind of hard to actually get started with this map because you have this mountain range that takes up a lot of the space. But I'm going to put the water over here, I think. And then I'm going to use this eco water outlet, and I'm going to place this at the very end of the map, like over this way. And I'm not sure exactly where to place this. Like, I could try to place it all the way up here, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do first with the road layout. But maybe I'll start with the roads first. So, fantastic news. We've got our first couple hundred of residents moved in, and I've created a little street for the very start of our industrial district. This will be essential to providing jobs for our residents. We're currently at 100% sustainable energy so far, which is a great achievement, especially starting out. These wind turbines are not my favorite power source in the game, but they are absolutely necessary for this scenario. Next, I'm going to work on growing our population so we can reach that first milestone of 440 residents. Once we hit that milestone, the city will have access to garbage services, an elementary school, and a small clinic. We'll also get an extra monetary bonus, which will help us provide these nice benefits for our citizens. We've got a lot going on here, but I think this is a really good start to this scenario. It's actually been really fun playing, and I really think that this is just a good way to kind of start something new and fresh, especially when you've been playing City Skylines for a while and you might get kind of bored with the cities you're playing. I think playing the scenarios is just a good way to kind of challenge yourself and do something new. Okay, so we've hit our second milestone, and we've gotten our police and fire, which are available. And we also have a new area that we can purchase. I just want to look at that very quickly. And obviously we probably wouldn't do this one because of the large mountain range. I think we maybe could possibly go ahead and purchase this one. It's a little more expensive, but it has the largest amount of area for building. Over here, the issue would be that we'd have to build a bridge, and then there's still kind of that mountain range in there, so maybe we could start off building right here. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. Now, so far we're doing really good as far as the green energy, but obviously these windmills are not very reliable, and I don't think we don't get the solar power plant until 22,000, and we get this geothermal power plant at 5,000, which isn't that far away, but it's gonna be a while before we can move away from these wind turbines. I'm going to continue building these, but I think I'm going to try to use this mountain range to help us out a little bit. Oh, there's a fire, and we don't have a fire department yet. So I'm going to place the fire department, just trying to place it in the middle. So I'm going to put that right there. So they are on it. So we probably could make a connection right here. I think that would be good for our fire department. Got a lot of fires going on right now, and I don't know if we have policies unlocked yet. Okay, so we could potentially put in the smoke detector distribution at some point. Yes, we also have some crime happening, but we don't have enough money for that yet. So I'm just going to have to keep building, and hopefully we can get a little bit more money going. I'm going to also bump up our taxes just a tad and see. I'm leaving this spot open here for a park, and then I also want to leave some space on this road here for some sort of park or something. I'm just gonna take. I'm just gonna change the district style for our industrial district to the Industrial Revolution. This is a creator pack, and it just gives it a different feel. So that's just what I'm going to implement. And then also for this district, I want to put in a smoke detector distribution. So hopefully that will help us a little bit with our fire issues. So I think that'll be good, but I just want to see how much money it's going to cost. So we should see that in a moment and see how much that impacts our profit. Over here, this is Holly Park. I'm going to rename this probably to, I don't know, something. I was trying to look at the street names. Underhill, Harris, Hancock, Walter Way. I don't like these street names. How about we call it Hollyton, maybe? Okay, so our industrial is changing to this new look and feel, and as these industrial buildings level up, they change a little bit to be like a little more like clean looking. So that is why I implemented that district style. So our next milestone is going to be at 2400. I think that's definitely doable, and right now we need some more commercial. So we do need to start working over this way, and I think I want to get to probably, let's see, maybe 5,000 before we start moving over in that other side of the highway. But we do have some parks available to us, and I definitely want to put a couple of those in. So I'm trying to see what would be best right here. This is $1,000, this small park. I think that would be a nice size. We can't fit the small playground there, which I thought we would be able to, but that's okay. There are a couple of smaller parks available with the hotels and resorts. I think it's Hotels and Resorts DLC. These are smaller parks, and I really, really like them because they help fill up these tiny little spaces that might come just, building. And I think there is one, yes, there's a sidewalk cafe and this sidewalk restaurant. The sidewalk cafe, I really like it because you can change how this looks. So this one is variation number 3, and that looks pretty nice, I think. But just to take a look at some of the other variations, there's this one. It's a little bit smaller, has a little bit of an awning there. And variation 2 looks very similar to variation 1, but it has an awning like on the left side. And then this is 3. Actually, I think I prefer 3. It looks a little bit modern looking, so I'm gonna stick with that. Over here we have these very similar looking buildings, and I think these will be leveling up soon. Otherwise, I would probably destroy them because they look so similar. To me, these look like little pizza places. I don't know. They remind me of like CC's or something. But I'm just going to leave that there. How is our health doing? So our health is, we have 6 sick citizens, and I am not comfortable building a clinic yet because it's so expensive. So they're just going to have to hold on a little bit longer. Okay. I think I will put in a small plaza maybe right here. I think we could do that. And then I think we have enough space for like a tiny park. So this is only $500, a tiny playground. This is the tiny park here. So I'm gonna put this, wait, do I have space for, I was gonna say I could put a little parking lot there, but no, I don't have space for that. Might have space. Okay, I have some space here for some parking lots, so I'm gonna put those there. And then I will put in the tiny park. And then this, I think this also has some variations. Yeah, so the first one is like a little community garden. I think that's so cute. This one, number 2, has a little bit of a pond. This is a little gazebo, and then number 4 is like a little, like, arboretum tree sort of garden looking thing. I think I'm going to stick with that one. And then I'm going to put in a couple of trees around it. Try to get a little bit of a variety over here. Cool. So here's our industrial zone. It looks, dirty as usual. I hate building these. I really do. And we need more. We need some more of this, but let's take a look at what our ground pollution is doing. Okay, so we're at 8%, which isn't terrible, but when do we get our office zones? We get our offices at 7,500. Okay. So now I've placed down a high school for our citizens, and I placed it in this central location so there's easy access for the kids so they can get to school. And I really think that education is going to be crucial for this scenario because we don't want to rely so much on the dirty industry since it garners so much pollution. And as you recall, the average ground pollution for this scenario can't be more than 15%. So we don't get the offices until 7,500 people, but I think we can use some other industry that produces less pollution in the game, like the agriculture and forestry industries. So this map has a lot of resources that are available to us, and I think using these natural resources will be essential to winning this scenario. Another thing I think we might be able to implement is there should be like an industrial cleanup one, but maybe we don't have that one yet. Oh, this one. Yeah, so we got to get to 5,000 in order to get that one. So now we've reached our Boomtown milestone. This milestone gives us a new area for purchase on the map, and I decided to purchase a piece of land over here on the other side of the river because it has a lot of fertile land for agricultural use. As I mentioned earlier, we really need to rely on some other industry solutions that provide jobs for our residents that don't pollute as much as the regular industry. Additionally, the Boomtown milestone allows us the ability to start thinking about public transit since buses are available. But I don't think I want to start on the public transit until the city has grown a little bit more. Right now, we have this area, this small area of land that we're working with. We don't have a lot of traffic going on, and our citizens are enjoying being close to work and the shops. And a lot of them are walking or using bicycles to get where they need to go. So next, I'm going to work on upgrading our road network. We've done a really good job so far building up our profit, and we have enough money to give our residents some nicer roads. So right now I am working on creating these districts, and I'm just going to use some policies to just differentiate between our residential area and our industrial area. We are nearing the end of the video, friends, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate your support of my channel, and I think this is going to be a really fun little series. In the next video, I'm planning on getting started with a new war industry district and also a new agricultural district. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more City Skylines content. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.